Greetings and welcome to another edition of The Great Goddess. Praise be to Goddess. Praise be to Goddess. Well, here it is, another Wednesday, and the Harvest Moon Festival is right around the corner, and Vegan Thanksgiving. And speaking of Vegan Thanksgiving, I have decided to become a vegan. Why? Why have I decided to become a vegan, and what is a vegan? A vegan is someone who doesn't eat any meat, no poultry, no fish, no seafood, and no honey, no animal products, and no eggs, and no dairy. So a vegan lifestyle means that we don't exploit animals, and it's better for the environment, and it's good for your health. For example, cholesterol is found in very high amounts in red meat, in chicken, and in eggs. And some people think that your dietary cholesterol doesn't matter, that it's just your overall cholesterol is not determined by your diet. But that's just not true, because when you give cholesterol containing foods to a vegan person who hasn't eaten any cholesterol, their cholesterol shoots up. So the reason dietary cholesterol doesn't appear to have any effect is because it's like throwing a match into a fire. It's already a blazing inferno, so a little bit more can't disrupt it very much. So people who already eat a lot of cholesterol are getting a lot of cholesterol in their diets, and adding extra cholesterol doesn't matter a lot. So we know that cholesterol is bad for us. So is saturated fat. Saturated fat is proven by scientists to increase your LDL cholesterol, lower your HDL cholesterol, and overall worse for your health. So that's one reason to avoid animal products. Another is contamination. Fish is contaminated with methylmercury and parasites and bacteria. Poultry is contaminated with salmonella. So we know, and Campylobacter. So there's many bacterial contaminants as well that we have to watch out for with animal foods. And it's just not good for you to have honey, because honey makes your blood sugar shoot way up and then go down again. And it's mostly fructose. So the foods that are animal foods are not so good for us. What else? What other reasons do I have for becoming a vegan? Well, there's the environment. Did you know it takes 2,000 gallons of water to produce 1 pound of beef? It's true. And it releases methane gas into the environment. Meat production uses more than half of all our fossil fuels, 56% of our fossil fuels. It's terrible for the environment. We're using up fossil fuels faster than we can find new stores of them. And we're going to run out of fossil fuels because of meat production, just because we eat meat. So lowering fossil fuel emissions, conserving energy, which is very important. Conserving fossil fuels is very important. And lowering methane gases and the waste products from the animal. Their poop from pork and chicken is put into cesspools, and it's a source of contaminated waste, and it can get into drinking water and ruin the drinking water. So there's fewer and fewer options for us as far as dealing with animal husbandry and the raising of animals for food. So it's best for us and for the environment to stop eating animals. But what else? And also their products, animal products like honey, uh, eggs, and dairy. And dairy is a very high source of saturated fat and cholesterol, so dairy is bad too. Now, what else do we know? Well, it's bad for the animals. The animals suffer horribly, especially egg laying chickens. There is no creature on this earth treated worse than an egg laying chicken. They sear off their beaks, they sear off their toenails, and they kick them, they toss them. They're terrible to these birds. And what do they do with the male chicks? They stuff them into garbage bags and leave them to suffocate and die in the garbage bags. So they're terrible to these birds. And they're terrible to cows too, and they're terrible to turkeys, and they're terrible to pigs. So, and honeybees, their body parts get into the honey and they have to strain them out, and the bees get killed when they every time they open up the hive. It's just terrible for the bees. So, we don't want to eat animal products anymore for these reasons. We conserve water, we conserve the environment, we conserve fossil fuels, and that's one of my big reasons is the environmental reasons, but also the animals suffer. So I have decided to go vegan, and I'm going to go vegan very soon. I have some animal products left in the refrigerator that it can't go to waste. It would be terrible to waste the animal products that these animals gave their lives for. So I'm going to use up the animal products. After that, I'm going to go vegan. And this is a decision I've been wanting to make for a long time now. So if you decide to join me, you can. It's not required. You can still be a goddess worshiper and consume animal products. That's fine. Just remember that for the holidays, we go vegan. And the holidays are coming up, so this is a perfect time to go vegan if you so choose. I'm Sarah Jane Alpha Wolf signing off. Have a terrific week and enjoy a meatless Monday.